What do you think about my starting items?
It's bad.
Really?
Yeah, because if you buy this many regen, it like tells me that you're gonna use them before your courier comes to you.
Oh, I see.
So you can always
So,
like whenever you're gonna be low HP, you can always solve it by using the courier. But with this, you're missing some like stats or some important items that would help you with something. Like you have
I
high
see.
damage for creep, that's true, but let's say you're gonna play like versus Andalor plus somebody, right? So should be
Very
like
low damage.
Andalor Shaker or something. But in this bracket, it's gonna be Andalor Undying maybe. So yeah, and so versus Andalor, you know, he's gonna be using like one spell on creeps. So at some point, I would like to see like stick, let's say. Also, you can buy
Okay.
some like since you don't need actually versus Unlord, you're gonna need more damage. Like the more damage you get, the better because he can lower your damage.
Yeah.
Also, it's cooler to not stand in his firestorm. Like if you have higher damage, because then you can just walk into a creep and last hit him immediately. So I would still go for the stats. Another way how you can try it out, like sometimes what
Yeah.
I do is like I like rings on almost any hero, like this item, Ring of Regen. I haven't tried it on heroes that like doesn't go naturally in it, like Svens and stuff, but I would say it might be still cool.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Isn't three mangoes equal one ring?
yeah, it equals, but you can sell the ring. Also, you can build something
True.
from it,
Yeah.
but it's mainly
Yeah.
for the selling. Like if you're not super sure you can go the mangoes because like if you're not super sure with your skills of selling that item or whatever, if it slows you
Yeah.
down, you can go mangoes. But yeah,
So what set items should I have bought?
set of items. Yeah, one heal. Maybe some stats for the wand. So like branches. The you can buy mango. Um, and then save up for the stick, let's say. Something
So
like
stick,
that. Yeah.
mango.
Yeah, so like tango, then well, I would just buy like yeah, like I would like tango and two branches, quelling blade, mango. You know, save up for steak. Something like that would be better than like this many region.
I
And
see.
like
Yeah.
one smaller item, I don't know actually which one we should like buy because like you don't want like bracelets and stuff,
I
and
don't want
you don't
braces.
need like any items. You can try the stick at the beginning if you want, or just having two set of tangos. That
I
might be
see. So
enough.
I bought access region.
Yeah, like you have like too many. You have like at least two of the regions are pretty useless.
Oh, so three tangos and one salve is good.
Like Uh, two, I said two, so you either like remove two cells or remove one tango, one cell, something like that at least.
I
So yeah,
see.
so like
Yeah.
six tangos, two branches, quelling blade, mango, you know, items like that. Then buying stick and probably boots or something, you know, or straight up glove of haste or something.
Okay.
Okay, so here and there's another issue. So as
What?
carry, yeah, you have quelling blade, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think your like? What can you do at the start of the game to make your lane look like better?
Cut the trees for my
Yeah,
support.
yeah, and which ones?
Uh, Next to the tower.
Next to the tower? So which ones? And why?
The
Tell me the reason.
so he can harass from the trees and then hide in the tower if he wants to, right?
Uh, not not really, but yeah, like there's like one tree in the middle of my screen, like this one. If you cut
Oh,
it, then
okay.
he can like straight up go to the top side, and then he can like sometimes harass from the sides. It's useful
Oh, okay.
sometimes. Also, if you gonna cut these trees, he can actually pull this towards here because you cut this
Oh
tree.
yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but the most important, like there are many trees you can cut. Like also you can cut these, so he escapes better to the left when they gonna chase him. Also you can cut like these trees, so he can like pull from here towards here. And
Oh shit.
also which is usually the most important trees to cut
Yeah,
is like this one at least. This one.
so he can pull.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the reasons of they can immediately pull from here towards here.
Mm.
Yeah, so this is one of the most important, especially like if you're gonna push it towards him in lanes when you're gonna push it towards him. This is like super important to have like
I have a
these trees.
question.
Yeah.
Why do I buy tangos over salves ever?
Because salves give, if you look at the numbers, it should give you less HP, but it's
Oh,
faster, right?
yeah.
So it can be destroyed also, but yeah, it's faster and gives you less HP. 40 health over 10 seconds means 400 health, right? Look at
Yeah.
this and do the math, right? It's more. 7 every 16.
16 times 7
It's
times 3.
wait.
336.
Okay, it's less. Wait, what? No, it's more. It should be more, right? 7. It should be more because you need to count times 3, right? Because it's every
Yeah, I
single
did.
time. So yeah. So it's 40 to 70, right? So 100 something. Okay, it's less. Wait, how it's less?
Yeah, I don't know why. This is why I love salves more.
Confused.
Maybe because they cost us.
12. Yeah, it's less. What the fuck? Uh, okay, then like I can see like the math behind it that like you can cancel the salve, but actually I didn't know that. I thought like tangos will be slightly more or like similar or more like
Maybe it's to stay topped up.
well,
As salve, you need to be
that's
low
not the
health.
point. Like that's secondary anyways. Like the main point is that you're not gonna be able to heal up for 10 seconds without doing stuff. Like that's the important part.
Oh, yeah.
So
True,
like
true.
this is important to know as well. That's true. Like to know like which one gives more. But mainly y people just don't have 10-second time because they're gonna miss one CS, and one CS basically means that it's not already worth.
The cost, exactly. Yeah, true, true, true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know why. Because yeah, it cost 110, right? And this cost
Yeah.
90. So that's why you can say like it's very similar or like I thought the Tango is more, but actually it isn't. It's very evenish. Yeah, so it's mainly like the main part about this is mainly like how you use that tool. And yeah, Tangos is more like for also Tango has bonuses. Like the important bonus about Tango is that it will sustain you while you're fighting them. You cannot do this with Salve. Like Tango is like
True.
bonus health. It's so important. That's why like I value Tangos way more in most cases. Salves are more for like they gonna burst me from 100 to 20% and I need to come back like my HP immediately, otherwise I'm losing creeps because the one tango will not solve my issues because it heals me too slow. So against lanes where they have like burst damages, like very high burst damages in instant, you can and you want to like trade hits with them and fight them for something, like whoever gets the upper hand in like early stage or whatever, that's the
Yeah.
time when I buy self, like one self, because I know I want to like hit them to establish dominance. so I know I'm gonna be 20% HP.
Oh,
And
so versus burst selves.
versus like bursts or like dominance heroes, so like
Queen
uh,
of Spain?
yeah, like some heroes that like you want to like hit. Basically, some heroes that want to hit and they want to hit you back. Those heroes you want to buy self. So if you're gonna ever have
Oh,
lane when they want to hit you back and you want to hit them, that's usually like cool to buy selves usually. So
Monkey King?
if you
Okay,
I will show you maybe some heroes when I get into it. First of all, I wanted to mention your lane.
okay,
So your lane is like this guy has like slow burst with Firestorm, and this guy has
yeah.
like kind of high damage versus you, like the DK, and then he can on level 3 he can like soul rip you, so it deals lots of damage sometimes and stuff. So once he DKs you, that's the time like to salve up. But in this lane, like, do you think I want to hit them? Like, do you think I want to hit them when they hit me?
No,
You don't, right? So the salve would be only used for your health. Like
yeah.
for you, it's not like to dominate this lane. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna hit them and they're gonna hit me and then I'm gonna self. This is like only that if you cannot sustain with your tangos, then you should have bought one self because they have high DPS. If you can manage to play accordingly and correctly, you wouldn't even need that self probably. Like you wouldn't need it.
Oh,
Another reason is
okay.
your Lion should have self. So whenever you're deciding if you should buy self or not, also click your support because that support has one healing cell for you, and it's mainly for you, it's not for him. So
Oh,
that's another
okay.
reason why I wouldn't buy salves, because this guy can do it for me. So I would go straight up like the greedy items. Yeah, and also what you can try, like if you're never ever like sure what to buy on any hero, just try this item, man. Like it's so valuable. I like this item so much. Like you could have bought even one even now. Like on almost any lane, I like it so much.
At the start?
Yeah, the ring, the health ring of region.
Yeah, instead of a salve, I can get that.
Well, it's not. It's not.
The extra salve, I mean,
No, I'm
instead of
not
getting
talking
two.
that it's like uh, instead of something. I'm not talking that it's instead of something. I'm just talking with your gold. You might consider buying it. It's not instead of something. It's just like very cool item to have. So I don't value
Oh, I
trade
see.
bands that much and stuff like that on carries. You know, plus your strength, it's bracer. So like, yeah, I'll value the HP, the HP region kind of right now. It can change with meta, but yeah. Um, so yeah, like the items that I told you at the beginning, plus if you want even like less tangos, only three or whatever, just go for ring of, you know, ring of sometimes you can yeah, like put this item in whenever you have like free gold or whatever, and you don't know what to do with it. So yeah, so Catrice, okay, go into your lane. This is also like slightly incorrect, right? Like by you standing here and not in front of your creeps, you miss the chance to block your creeps.
Yeah.
So where would you rather have creeps? Like I'm gonna give you three options. Like is it, do you want them here, 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 here? Where do you want them? Out of those four options. This is
Out
one,
of the range of the
two,
tower,
three, four.
exactly.
So
Three.
so so this one, yeah, yeah, like here probably, exactly. So this is how much you could have blocked basically. This is the length of how much you could have blocked.
Damn. That is so bad. I'm so far from tower.
Yeah, now I would aggro, definitely. Yeah, you did, cool. Also, you can cut trees on the right side. It just gives you more mobility. So if you cut the trees on the right side right now, you can suddenly like move more freely all over the places. So why would you say like here it might be important? Like it's in any basically whenever you have free time and you do not doing anything else, it's cool to do it. But
Cut trees.
yeah, cut trees on the right now on the right side. Why would you say you need more mobility in this lane?
So the Undyne doesn't run at me.
It's not for the running. It has something to do with undying.
So he doesn't come and kill me and hit me.
Well, what does the Undying do?
He steals my health, and when he's strong, he kills me.
Yeah, but like, how does his Q work though?
He steals my health,
Yeah, but
my
like,
strength.
if you're standing like near your teammates, it's gonna like have double the
Yeah,
value.
double.
So
Yeah.
that's why we need to actually like, if you imagine if those trees were cut here, now you can suddenly stand on the right side while your lance stands on the left
Oh,
side, and it will not hit you, both of you guys.
yeah.
Yeah, so those are like some advantages why to do this and get like habit of doing stuff like this. So here, yeah, you had two decisions. Oh, you missed this. Yes, the range
Yeah,
creep
I'm
is
so
very
bad.
cool. So you have decision of either stunning it or just go straight for it. I would say like even stunning it might be cool. Like I would still go for it right now because just the way how enemies are positioned, like they are positioned pretty badly. So you might maybe get a away with just going there and right clicking it. So what you're doing is fine, but still like have idea of stunning it if you're gonna miss it. Ooh.
It's on the
As
range creep?
Yes, yeah, you can still stun it. But in this case, I would just right click it as you did, but you didn't right click. Like you went there, but you didn't right click. Always look at your hero that you play to know how much damage you have because you have very high damage. Like as Sven, you have one of the highest damages in early stages, like super high damage. Like no carry has 60 immediately.
Oh,
It's
okay.
plus Quelling Blade. So you
So
definitely have
18 basically.
yeah,
Okay,
so
something.
you definitely have lots of damage. So you shouldn't ever miss that CS. Like if you're missing CSs with Swan, you're gonna miss CS with every single hero
I
almost.
do though.
Except like
Yeah.
Trent. Yeah, so how you told me that you're gonna do like 50 CS at 10 minutes and you want more, that this is the reason.
Yeah.
Just you need to just practice your last hit because you need to know that you have enough damage for it to last it. Like there's nothing like advanced to it. Same here, like it was very close, right? Imagine if you had those branches, like it would last it.
True. Yeah. So stats matter.
Yeah. Look now, right? He stole you strength, so now you have less even damage.
350 health.
Yeah, but
Oh
you
yeah, I'm
have
a strength hero.
yeah,
I
you're strength
forgot.
hero, so yeah, but like
Yeah.
I didn't even like consider it in my talking at the beginning, for the reasons of I didn't expect that much undying here, but lower tiers you go, you actually might expect it, like that they gonna play you constantly for as undyings. They gonna put
Yeah.
Shaker on 5 or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the another reason why even more go for the branches or something. And Underlord also, like if you read his passive, it's gonna give you less damage. I think it's still right. Yeah, damage bonus
Yeah.
damage,
Damage
and I
reduction.
think it should reduce. Yeah, it still reducts. So you bought this many health, so I would assume that you want to be constantly like super full HP or whatever, that you're gonna use it a lot. So
Yeah.
when I see you being at like 70 something, 78% health, just heal with Tango, right? You're gonna take damage, right?
No.
You're gonna take some damage, right? Like at some point, like the
Of
Undying's
course.
gonna yeah, Q. So let's heal up, like do it preemptively.
I'm wasting time not healing.
Here I would aggro the creeps. You have more creeps than them, and it's bad position for the creeps for you to last hit them. So I would go straight to them immediately to the creeps and aggro them towards my range creep, or just aggro them at least. And then while I did this, then I would like look what's happening with the creeps. Usually what happens is your creeps will attack their range creep, and what I'm gonna do with that is Q the range creep.
So every time I I aggro,
Yeah.
I nuke the range creep with my Q.
Uh, You can say this something like that, yes, with Sven as Sven. Like it's not every carry, right? Every carry isn't allowed to do this, but it's uh, it's about knowing that whenever you aggro, it not only moves enemy creeps, it also moves your creeps, and sometimes your creeps will get moved into their range creep, especially if enemy creeps go into your range creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's something to keep an eye on. Yeah, so aggro definitely. Right now, definitely, like aggroing stuff, it's cool. I think you could have hit him right here on the Undying when he was stunned, not right now, but when he was stunned, because he was taking like lots of damage from creeps and Lion stunned him. So it would
Should I
be
have stunned him too?
it was considerable, but it would be based on how much creeps hit at him.
True, yeah.
I usually don't like to like waste my spells on heroes, but if they like super overextend, it's sometimes worth to trade their HP for your mana. But usually like your main, like if you want to get high CS and stuff, your main focus should be on creeps mainly.
So use spells on creeps if I want high CS.
In a way, like it does Sven is like, yeah, it goes 110, so I would right now maybe only use it for range creeps. But yeah, but like let's say you're gonna be oh, I forgot to tell you the heroes, but okay, let's say that you're gonna play PA, like definitely like this spell, I like to use it way more often on creeps than on heroes.
Yeah. Especially for range creeps too.
Well, yeah, like they don't give that much than melees now, but still, like definitely, like the reason why to focus range creeps is that they are like positioned differently than the melee creeps, so it's usually harder to get them. Like they are further behind, so it's
Yeah.
harder to get them, and for that reason, it's better to cast like spells on them or something, because you don't want like the longer you stay there, the more damage you're gonna take. With melee
What if I
creeps, you
was an
can
anti-mage? I'm sorry.
With anti-mage, you cannot do that. In most cases, you're just gonna ignore the range creep. You
Wow.
either need to like push it into them and then get the range creep, or you're just gonna ignore it and your support should get it.
Okay.
Or you're gonna fight them, or you're gonna hit them while they're like, they are annoying your stuff or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The anti-mage is played like, for example, oh, anti-mage is perfect example for the self. Anti-mage is one of the heroes that does he want to like hit enemies level 1?
No?
And and why? What would you say is benefit for anti-mage to hit enemies on level 1, and what's the downside?
Advantage is so they don't have mana for spells later.
Yeah,
But disadvantage because he's gonna take more damage because offlaners are strong at level 1.
exactly, exactly. So so in lanes when he is like strong enough to like not get insta bursted, not get insta bursted, he should
Yeah.
definitely aim to trade his HP for their mana. Even if he takes slightly more damage, it's worth for him. Why it's worth for him? Have you ever
Why?
like read the mana compared to the HP? Because like the replenishment of mana, it's way harder than the region.
Oh,
So this
yeah.
gives
So
like
it's worth
400,
it.
right? This gives like 400. How much
Yeah.
does this give? 110, right?
110.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like even if you double this, right? Even if it's 140 gold,
It still
even if you
doesn't
double
give
it, it
health
still doesn't
as you
give
said.
the same amount. So it's
Yeah.
so it's actually good for anti-mage to trade like this, because it's just worth for him in terms of gold. Plus they
Yeah.
need to even expect it. It's also funny. Like even like versus bad players, they do you think they're gonna buy like mangoes or whatever, or like they shouldn't even trade with him, but like like they gonna even less expect it. They rarely like even buy regions like healths. They're not gonna buy the mangoes
Mangoes.
into it much. But that's like
Uh,
side note. It doesn't matter. Like it just like side note how you can take advantage of it even more. Um, yeah, so anti-mage wants to trade, and for that reason, maybe consider the salve because you want to hit, burn all the mana, and then run away. You're gonna be like 10%, 20% HP or whatever, and then you solve up, and you're Gucci, and they have no mana to threaten you,
oh,
to like harass you. Definitely don't hit the Underlord when you have 3 creeps on you and they are 2v1. This is okay. For example, this case of the stun was okay, right? For the reasons of he's gonna take lots of damage compared to using it on creep. Because like you have a right advantage of the tower, right? That he was tower was attacking him. So that's why right now the stun is perfect, right? Like it's worth. Like what this is one of the cases when it's worth to cast it on enemies rather than on focusing on
Creeps
creeps. Yeah.
ranged. Yeah.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
So here just stun him, hit him, and then fall back. Also, look why you're dying. Like why do you think you died? How could you prevented it? Yeah.
I forgot that I had 200 HP.
Yeah, you forgot like this tango eating. Like if you
True, yeah.
ate the tango, then you would get the regen in this fight exactly. Could you have done it with the salve?
Nope.
You couldn't, but the tango is so valuable exactly for these reasons.
I see that.
It will save you. Like it will definitely save you. Then the lion would get the gold from Tomb, and this lane would be absolutely like won or whatever. Because this guy, does he have regen? Yes, he has tangos, but does he have like self to like solve his mistakes of tanking the tower or whatever? He doesn't. So you would
Nope.
have like one wave of free CS. Because can this guy come to the lane? I doubt it, because it's 2v1 in a way. So he's gonna have one tango and you're gonna stun him again and kill him probably. Because Lion's gonna stun him as well.
Okay.
Same it would be even with this hero, but you haven't seen him yet to go under tower and take unnecessary damage. But the under was guided, yeah. Okay, you tip it wrongly, that also feels bad, man. So instead of tipping like this, you could have tipped it on the right side, that's first thing for the Unlord. But second thing, it didn't have to even be for the Unlord. Think about like CSS and farm, as carry. So where would I want you to TP? Like what do you think are my like focuses here? Fuck the Undying. Like Undying is too far away from creeps, right? Like
Yeah.
yes, if you can kill him, yes, go for it. But like there are like more targets. So what I would focus if I am not sure if I can kill enemy heroes. If I'm not sure if I can kill enemy heroes, what I would focus on. Like where
Getting
would I
creeps.
TP? And is that all? Only getting creeps?
Getting the tomb?
Yeah, this gives a lot of gold, like maybe 150 or something.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how much it gives, but I think it gives a lot. Like I don't think it gives low number. I think it's worth of some creeps. So
I
yeah,
think
like
it's minimum 100.
yeah, 100 doesn't matter, but like 100 is still like 2 creeps, right? Minimum.
Exactly, yeah.
So you can TP it somewhere like in between of creeps and tomb, and then walk towards the tomb. And when the tower kills almost one creep, you're gonna try to last hit him. And then you go for the tomb, right? Like that would be like my play, for example.
Yeah.
Because that way you're gonna miss the lowest number of creeps possible, and you're still gonna get the tomb.
Okay.
Okay, so you now play versus nobody. Okay, okay. This is your player's perspective. It's pretty poor perspective. Well, why do you think this is poor perspective?
I don't know why.
So what do we care about? We care about creeps, right? And then we care
True,
about
yeah.
anything that disturbs us from getting creeps, right?
Yeah.
So what usually disrupts our creeps, like farming?
Enemy?
Enemy, exactly. So we need to see how much this guy has HP. Like it's pretty valuable knowledge for us, right?
Yeah.
If he has like 20%, it would change my play. Basically, anything that changes your play, what you should be doing, you should all look at that information. Any information that changes your play, you should look at it. So if I saw this guy still being 20% HP, where would I position my hero? Would I be like
In
here?
front of.
In front, yeah, exactly, like somewhere in between creeps and him, right? Like
Yeah.
for example, here, right?
Yep.
So that's why we need to see like how much HP he has and everything. And the sooner you do it, the better. Because if you notice it like 3 seconds later, it's gonna suck. Like you're gonna give him one opportunity to do something. And also you will be forced to think about it in middle of like imagine if you look at him right now instead of 5 seconds 3 seconds earlier. Right now you would be like, oh, I'm checking this guy and meanwhile I'm missing this CS.
Yeah.
So whenever you have free time, definitely you need to check every single information you can get for yourself that changes your game plan. Like you don't have to
And
see
look at the
this
minimap,
mostly,
right?
right? Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
okay.
like you can like drag to like on the minimap. Like what do you mean by the what do you mean the minimap? Like
So I can see if mid is missing.
yes, but like does it change your game plan? Like does this change your like game plan? Whatever you see here, do you have some information that would change your game plan? What do you think?
Nope. Nope.
I don't think so either much. Like yes, like there's some small advantages of like maybe checking the Walker of if he is going exort, like if he has Sunstrike.
Oh
But
yeah.
like those are like super side notes, like really. Like
Yeah, like
like
that's so
mainly
advanced.
basically if you don't know what you should look for, then you shouldn't look for, right? Like you shouldn't look here if you don't know what you want to see, what you're like which information you're aiming at to get. Like I'm telling you, at the 2 minute mark, no matter like what happens here, except the Sunstrike, it's not gonna matter much. Like they cannot get runes because it's gonna get at 4 minute marks. They don't want to gank and go to your lane, so you don't have to change your playstyle.
Mm,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter to you much. Like it can only tell you like is my mid laner like bad player of like buying super weird items or the same for the enemy. Like, do they have like some like you can get these informations, but they don't like change your movements right now. Like it's still valuable info, but it's like side note, you know. Like first like try to focus on this and excel at this rather than excelling at everything at once. Like I don't even do these like things. They don't matter. Like I will realize at some point anyways. Like if my mid
Okay.
laner is not like buying any items, I'm usually gonna see 0-4, right? Like 4 deaths, and I'm gonna see, something
Yeah.
like that. So it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't. And this lane, same shit. It doesn't matter. But here, it matters for you. Like it matters if Andalord has low HP. It matters if this Undying has zero mana and nothing to replenish mana with.
Wow.
It
Yeah.
matters. You didn't have to push it into him, I think. Like you could have, instead of like hitting this creep, you tried to. I thought you wanted to like hit it 2 times, but you actually went for the last hit and totally missed it. Yeah, like
Yeah.
learn the last hitting. Really, learn the like pick some hero. There's like go into the like. There's even some trainer, last hit trainer, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
this
intriguing.
thing, yeah, learn training
Yeah.
and start learning. And when we click it, pick hero that doesn't have like high damage at the start, so you can
Okay.
try with, let's say, like Shadow Fiend. Uh, he's gonna have like 40 something or 30 something damage, and try to lose it every single creep with that. And the way
Okay.
how you do it is you try to balance the waves coming at each other. So you're gonna go for the last hit, and then you're gonna go for the deny or something like that. You're just gonna try to balance it. So at the end, only the range creep survives. They hit each other, then you're gonna go for the last hit, then you're gonna go for the deny of range creep, and then another wave comes. So you're trying basically so none of the range creeps survive at the end. That's what you're trying to do
Okay.
in the otherwise it's gonna mess up, and for sure you're gonna like once you're gonna have two range creeps or the enemy is gonna have two range creeps, it's gonna be super hard to last at every single creep there. Especially if
Oh yeah.
you are the one that's gonna have two range creeps. Because the thing with range creeps is in Lazy Trainer, first of all, you don't have even enemy hero versus you. So you cannot
Mm.
aggro towards your range creep. So it means basically that they're not gonna die. They never gonna die. And
Unless under tower, which is
unless
bad.
on the tower, which is already like you're gonna mess up even more last hits. Uh,
Yeah.
plus, it will have to go under tower, which means one wave will be kind of pretty awkward to do. Also, it will mess up your denies minimum. Like, but yeah, many other downside. Basically, your goal is to always like have your range creep dead. with every wave. It's gonna come for you. So try to balance the wave. And yeah, do it with the lowest amount of damage possible to learn it more. Just so you have it way easier with Sven's after it. And one more thing about Lazy Trainer is what I wanted to mention. Uh, uh, Damn it, I forgot it.
Okay.
I wanted to say one more thing, but no, I don't know.
Maybe it
Well,
will come to you later.
yeah, I will forget forget about it. Okay, so let's move on. Aggro creeps again. Definitely like stun him. It would be fine because you have all the advantage in the world, right?
Because of the creeps, right?
Yeah, because of the creeps and it's 2v1 scenario basically. And Undying was on the left side somewhere far, far away.
Oh, okay.
Again, cut some trees on the left, aggro the creeps and go for the last hit. So in this scenario again, like who's gonna win the trade 1v right now? What do you think?
Underlord.
Underlord, right? So do we want to like stay the face to face with him, or where do we want to stay? Because it's all about creeps, right?
Oh
Where
yeah,
is
should
better
have
position
aggroed.
for yourself? Like, is it like if you look at this, like, is it better to stand here or here?
On the left.
Yeah, on the left, right? Like to avoid
I
his
have more
hero, because
space.
we don't. Yeah, exactly. Like we don't want to like like be straightforward to the underlord. We want to be on the like sides, like somewhere further from him, and not on the right side because right side is even like further from the enemy that from the creep that we want to like take because we need to go past him. So definitely on the left, right?
Oh yeah,
So
range.
so I'd be standing somewhere where my range is, right? And another reason, what would be easier to stand, like how it would be easier to stand on the left side? Like, what would be helpful for us to do if we want to stay in where range creeps are?
I can kill the range creep.
You can cut these trees. Like, if you cut them, it's gonna be easier to move there and manipulate.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, constantly keep using the Quelling Blade. It has 5-second cooldown. Let's use it. Okay, CS is definitely over some right clicks on the Undying. Definitely. Again, range creep, definitely. You're not paying, like this tells me you're not paying attention to the creeps at all. Also here it's similar scenario as before, right? Yeah, right now I would stun the creep. It's just like advanced thing, but like it would go basically you can stun Unlord or the creep, but like it will stun them both and then you can hit him while you have 3 range creeps hitting him and Lion Hill helping you.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that was so
Like
good.
what the fuck? Like kill him.
Holy,
If you're not
yeah.
stunning him right now, then you're like, yeah, you're insane. You need to know it this preemptively. So maybe work on this. Work on recognizing these kind of like patterns or of when you should stun by knowing what's gonna happen with the wave. That's one cool indicator. Or
Yeah.
maybe try it like this. I'm gonna rewind. Maybe like realizing that your goal is to last it creeps is actually the best indicator for you to realize these kind of scenarios. Because once you realize like what's my obligation? Oh, my obligation is kill those 2 creeps, right? Those
Yeah.
last 2 creeps. So once they are dead, now
I'm free to harass.
exactly, now you know that oh I'm maybe free to do whatever I want, and you will like realize way sooner that the Antler should be stunned. Like you will realize it way sooner, just based on the creeps, knowing that they are dead or they are all about to soon die because this is the last creep. So whenever this is like last creep about to die, it's usually the time to strike. Like those are the perfect times for striking. Like when it's last creep about to die, it's best time for strike. Because you're gonna have power of your creeps. It's always like that. So once your obligation is done, you're gonna see like, oh, 1.5 creep. Okay, now only 1 creep. Okay, 1 creep. After that, what I'm gonna do, you know? And then you come up with something. Definitely you come up with stunning him, right?
Yep.
Like, it's not like that first I'm gonna like be thinking like, should I like farm jungle or something? Definitely like after this, like, oh, there's Underlord. Let's do it, you know? It's
Yeah.
way easier to think like this.
QQ. Yay.
Yeah, he should
But he
die
had
though.
wand.
Yeah, but still he should have
Really?
the.
I could have killed him?
Yeah, I think because Leon should have stunned him, I think.
Yeah, man, it sucks. No, I think he's stunned on dying.
Yeah. So you should have stunned him and go behind him. So you stun, right click, go behind him to block his path, and then the lion should have stunned him.
He did have stun. What
Yeah,
the
but he
hell?
didn't stun because
Oh my god.
yeah, because he's thinking like the same way as you doing. Like he's just like, I'm
True.
gonna right click, you
Yeah.
know, and then I'm gonna miss my chance. So he should have like right click, move, like the lion. Same with you. Like you could have bloody blocked him, and this guy should have
Wow.
moved just so he has larger range for the spike of lion. It's funny how you constantly say like wow and stuff like that.
Yeah, the concepts are new to me.
Yeah, okay. So aggro creeps again. Like it's for the reasons like it's probably not gonna kill the range creep, but still I like to try it at least because the range creep like deny is slightly more valuable than all the other creeps.
Yeah.
So I would aggro, but yeah, it wouldn't matter right here much. Those last hits too. Oh, la, la.
Yeah,
You're
we
missing
heard.
so much. Okay, here do you have something to do? Because like once every creep of enemy is dead, even preemptively you can do it. Like once you practice hit this enough, you can actually even preemptively do it to immediately know what you're gonna do next. Like immediately like decide, oh, I have option of either being here deny or pulling this towards here or going here and pull. You know, some of these things, and then you recognize, oh, which one is better, blah blah blah. That's too advanced for you probably right now. Right now for you, I would like to see like I'm gonna focus on the creeps. Once they die, I will try to come up with anything that I can to do after that. Stunning guy, denying, you know, anything. Like one thing and go for it. Yeah. Yeah, so here you could
I have a
have like,
question.
yep.
What do I do between creeps when they're dying? Should I harass them or no?
If you should have what?
What if my creeps are dying slowly? What can I do between that time?
If your creeps are dying slowly, like you mean once you enemy creeps are dead, but
No, I
your
mean
creeps are
like,
dying slowly? Like something like this scenario, or
when do I harass the enemy?
when do you harass the enemy? So,
Yeah.
um, so um, again, let's say the example of all creeps are alive, because our goal is to get the creeps, right? So if all creeps are alive, when do I harass them? Something like that? Question?
Yeah,
Or
exactly. Exactly.
um, it's if you're not gonna lose CS for it, and it
Yeah.
gives you more than it gives them.
Oh, as in health and mana, right?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Like I'm
Thanks.
saying it very like generally because like there's not much like you know, and but
Yeah,
like
context.
it can be like there's many like other implications. For example, what I immediately recognize is if all creeps are alive, whenever you attack the enemy, it will draw aggro, and that draw aggro will mess up in the future some of your last hits, for example, because it might for example push into them which you don't want and then you cannot fix it and stuff like that. So I would be very
Yeah.
cautious about hitting enemies when all creeps are full HP alive and they like met and yeah, well, there's a small window like right when they meet that you can like try to hit them, but after that like once first creep is half HP, it's I would be very cautious to hit them. um, Also, there are some tricks, not with like carry, but some tricks you can like even with carry, but like not mainly with carry, mainly with like support and stuff, is that you don't have to draw the aggro. if you're gonna stand outside of the range of aggro, which basically means if you right click the enemies outside of the range of aggro, you can then get
Yeah.
into the range of the creeps and they will still not attack you. So it's useful to get some free right clicks. Uh, yeah, but it's mostly about like whenever I'm just gonna give it to you like generally. Whenever we play core, usually it's not good to trade when there's creeps alive. Like usually carries you have like two windows when last creep is about to die at the beginning of the wave, and third one is if they like overextend or something.
Oh, okay.
Those are the
So
times
when
when you
creeps
should
die?
mainly strike, yeah. Like, of course, there are like billion other exceptions and stuff. It depends who is stronger or not. But usually, this is how it goes with carries. Like, you gonna be the one that is not stronger than the offlaners usually.
Oh,
And you
so
want to
only
focus on CSs and
yeah,
stuff. But I'm saying it to like very generally. Really, like, example, anti-mage, right? Would I tell
yeah,
this to you with anti-mage? Probably not. Like, anti-mage is exact strategy of I want to burn their mana and then I'm gonna stick to the strategy.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's billion exceptions like that.
I see. So like an anti-mage or Slark, I have to attack between CS,
Yeah, like Slark,
but
for
someone
example,
who's weak.
how he's played, like you can get one hit while creeps are all fighting each other. You get a one hit and then fall back, and made those creeps that attacking you again attack your creeps. And that way you're gonna have one more like damage for and armors and stuff for better last hitting and stuff.
True. Yeah.
An enemy being scared to last it because like once you get 3 stacks of agi, they probably rather go miss CS there rather and wait for the ascent shift to disappear, the third spell
Oh,
to
which is
disappear.
good for me.
Yeah, this is good for you. Same, they're not gonna go for the deny because if they do, it's considered sometimes as overextension sometimes because then you can just like hit them, then you leap them, and then you hit them 3 more times, and then they are dead, right? Something like that. So yeah, yeah, your item build again. Like I would say it's too like too soon to go
Greedy?
for this. Too soon to go for this because their heroes, like their heroes have spammable spells. Like Andlord, there's no way that he's just gonna level this up and then not cast it ever, right?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna always like Firestorm, right? The creeps. Like there's no way then he's not. At some point he's
So a
gonna do
stick
this,
is
right?
a must.
Stick is a
Yeah.
must, or like it's super valuable here. Because
Yeah.
yeah, like it's free mana, free everything, free HP, and it's same with Undying. Like, look, 7 to 8
Yeah.
mana.
True.
He wants to cast this like constantly, or like not constantly, but like more times than different supports. So
Is this bad?
I would say even want in this game is valuable, like versus lane that you play. Uh, this is I don't know.
The
It's
creeps
okay.
going
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
the
I know,
creeps.
but like it's whatever. Like, well, what is important here is more like you like instead of like focusing on this, you like focusing on creeps and then telling your lion to pull this towards here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then take the bounties. That's what you can tell him. One time and then you focus on the creeps. So here you have like lion didn't do shit and stuff and bounty rune's about to spawn, right? So I have
Yeah.
actual option of do I want to contest it? Well, if I go here, can they like kill me? They cannot, right? Because like yes, they have spammable spells and stuff, but they are not like good
No
if not.
mana.
Well, yeah, they don't have mana. It's also cool, but like they have
Yeah.
sticks. But yeah, but the
Oh
main
shit. Yeah.
but the main important part is they don't have any stunts or whatever. So whenever you moving target, it's hard to like hit you and damage you.
Yeah.
They don't have stunts. So actually like walking like this, taking the rune and running away, you will not like take that much damage. Even though that you might say that oh they have like stronger spells than mine or whatever, even though it's not yeah like because of the mana, but like yeah just because you can like move and they cannot stop you, it's cool to go for the bounty. So what I would rather do like here is I would probably shove this into them, like kill all those free creeps as fast as possible, and help my lion get the bounty. Or I can do
And
it
make
like
him pull.
myself, I can do it myself with Sven, and the lion's gonna pull. The
Okay, yeah.
the reason why this is like cool right now is also that the normally like supports get the rune, right, while you're farming, right?
Yeah,
So again, can this lion get the rune alone? What do you think? Like, yes, they don't have stuns, that's true, but his HP, his movement speed, yeah, even though he has windlass, and the way like how he's like weak or whatever. Oh, you don't also
yeah,
have Warcry. It might like damage him like super hard. Like this guy, it might damage him a lot. But yeah, uh, it's like this high is 310, right? And this 345. So yeah, that's why like it's not that not that recommended for Lion. For you, it doesn't matter. Like you have 325, which is even more. Even though this guy has windlass, you still have more movement speed, so you'll do this faster.
yeah,
Also, you could have leveled up Warcry, so you would be fine. But Lion wouldn't be fine if he went for it. So yeah, so you could have gone for it, and instead you're gonna give them Rune, which is Feels Batman,
yeah. It's a waste.
and Lion is not pulling, which is another Feels Batman.
Yeah.
So this scenario, would you say it's good or not to stun him and fight him?
No, it's bad. There's so many
So
creeps.
this is like the first instinct, right? Like they have creep advantage. You can consider it less like power of one hero or 0.7 hero. I always like say that, like
Wow.
let's say 0.7 hero at the early stages, like first 5 minutes. I would say it's like 0.7. Like if it's level 1, it's like one hero. If it's level 2, 3, 0.9, whatever. 4, 5, 0.7, something like that. So this is one indicator. So whenever you're not sure if you should go for it or not, just
Yeah.
stick to the of like calculations of how much creeps they have compared to yours, and how many heroes are there compared to theirs. So right now, would you say who has the advantage? Well, it's like approximately it's gonna be two heroes versus 2.1 of a hero, or 2 heroes versus two heroes basically. He has creeps,
So
but he's
it's
alone,
not worth.
and you guys are two. Yeah, so I would say it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's fine. But
Equal.
whenever, yeah,
Yeah.
it's equal. But whenever you're not sure, whenever you're not sure. For example, if I didn't know where the Undying is, but he's getting bounties, But if I didn't know where he is, this is bad.
It would have been 3 versus 2.
Yeah, it would be 3 versus 2 exactly. Like this is like the simple calculations which will mm, usually tell you very good like odds for you, very good like number for you to tell if you should go for it or not.
I have 20 CS.
Yeah, so here this way, should you oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. I actually don't know how to fix this. uh yeah, I would still shove it into them. So I would shove it into them, and then I would go here and pull this towards the right side.
Yeah, I want to ask.
Like it's bad minute
Uh,
mark right now, but still I would do it. Yeah.
pulling the creeps, doesn't it make the enemy creeps go to my tower and my creeps go to the hard camp, and they
Enemy
can steal the hard camp?
enemy creeps go to my tower. But while you can think of pulling as blocking creeps slightly, so you can still manipulate it. So enemy creeps can meet your creeps,
Oh, okay.
because you can still like while these are fighting each other, there will be creeps coming like this, and you can like go
Yeah.
here, and they will aggro you, and you can pull them here. That's one solution.
Okay.
Another solution is you can actually destroy these creeps sooner, like with help of your
Yeah.
creeps, and then they gonna meet naturally.
Oh, so
Um,
it's real fast. Okay.
Another reason is sometimes you don't even care if they can contest this or not. So for example, you might get one creep and then you need to immediately go here because creeps are coming to your tower.
Yeah.
And then your support can contest the other creep. Also,
Oh
what it's
yeah,
gonna
true.
do is it might deny some of the creeps here, right? Because this guy, for example, is gonna thunderclap, right?
Yeah, really strong.
So it will deny some of the creeps. But the main reason why to pull is, do we want, like, in this case it doesn't matter that much. In this case it's for the different reasons. It's for the reasons of farming, but um, generally speaking, uh, some carries cannot actually farm here. Like if lane meets constantly here, and they gonna constantly meet here. Like there's no other way. Like if you don't do anything about it, the lane's gonna meet here. Like the lane's gonna again meet here. So
Yeah.
some carries just cannot farm here versus some offlaners.
Like anti-mage, right?
Anti-mage can build, yeah, like depends. It's like more powerful offlaners, like let's say Drow, right? Drow is one of the perfect examples because she almost doesn't have escape. Yes, she has now silence, but still,
True,
it's,
yeah.
she pretty much sucks. Like or like Spectre also doesn't like it that much or whatever. So yeah, so heroes like that, like they cannot farm here sometimes. So it's better no matter how much like creeps you give them, it's better to like pull it and then like even out the creeps right here again,
Oh,
because it's better
okay.
for you to get the lane creeps rather than like any big camp or whatever. Like if you cannot farm, it's better to pull because then you're gonna get the lane creeps right here. But you would
Okay.
miss all of the lane creeps if the creeps met here. Because you're a
Yeah.
hero that's just gonna die if he goes there, basically. As Sven, it's different case, but still. Okay, cool.
My
You can
creeps
go
are
in front of
attacking
him,
you.
by the way, but yeah. And again, range keeps cool. Yeah, don't hit with. So yeah, again, like you should tell your Lion right now to pull, right? Also, the
Yeah.
reason why he's not pulling, look at his inventory, right? Where is the mistake here? Like, not on him, but like, how can you make your like if you're like we established that it's cool to pull right now, right?
Yeah.
It just gives you usually more. Usually when you're not sure what to do, the rule of thumb, if it's push into the enemies, it's cool to pull. It's usually like that. For
Pushing.
example, we can say, yeah, there's catapult wave, so maybe we might consider pushing and blah blah blah. But usually, when the lane is pushed into the enemy, it's cool time to pull. Yeah. So if the lane meets right here, it's cool time to pull, like either small camp or big camp, right? So
Okay.
so if we
Yeah.
establish this, what's wrong like with this? Like, should you pull or should your line pull? Like who usually should do it?
Lion.
Yeah,
Because
like
I
it's like both
miscast.
heroes. Like it's like both heroes.
Really?
But yeah, it's like both heroes. But yeah, you might miss some CS here. So you would if you can sustain here and farm here. If you are a hero that can farm here right now with your carry, then I would probably like stay and ask Leon to do it.
Yeah.
But if he's
Makes
not
sense.
gonna do it, I would rather give him this experience and stuff and do it because doing it will in the future give me more. It will just give me
It's an
more XP.
investment.
Yeah, it's like investment for in the future. It's like it has to be done, and some of you guys need to do it. It would be slightly better if Lion did it, but if he's not doing it, it's better to
I
like
have to do it.
yeah, because otherwise you guys are sharing one farm, and Lane's gonna again meet here, and you guys gonna miss the opportunity to have so many like advantages, like getting XP from here, having a lane here, because like it gives you so many stuff. Like if lane is here,
We
how
can't
se
kill him if it's not here.
yeah, look at the unlord. Like, look at his HP, right? Imagine if the lane
Yeah.
didn't meet here, but lane met here.
It would have been way better.
Way fucking better. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what's wrong with this? Like, why is actually Lion out of question to do it? Why it's you right now to do it? Even
Because he
though
doesn't have
that
boots.
uh, yeah, that's one cool thing, but it's not for the boots. It's for look here. Like look his inventory and look here.
Oh, it doesn't have a. Oh my god, a
Yeah,
quelling blade.
he cannot cut it, right? Like it's not that oh
Yeah, it's my fault.
yeah, it's your fault kind of yes. Like it's
Yeah.
whenever you have free time, cut it, right? Like it's not your fault that much here for the reasons of maybe you didn't have time to cut trees because like it respawns every X minutes, like it respawns again. But still, like whenever if you had that option, definitely like cut it, right? Like when, for example, the bounty rune, right? Then you take it, then you walk like this and cut this tree while you're going to the lane. Something like that might be cool, right?
Yeah.
But we
Oh
missed
my
that
god.
opportunity, and now we are all the only ones that can do it, kind of. Or another thing you might consider, but I wouldn't do it in your bucket. You can like give Tanko to the lion and just tell him to, do it do it while you're
True.
gonna stay.
Yeah, yeah.
But we won the Tango here, and yeah. Again,
Gee.
you're too close. Again,
Oh
read the
no.
scenario, right? Like it's 2 versus 2 plus creeps, but they are stronger. It's like
Yeah.
they have one
Oh
more
no.
creep, but yeah. Definitely, like he hit everything he had, right? So that would be time to self, right? Like go
But I don't
behind.
have boots.
Yeah, but still, like going behind the tree. Oh, going behind the tree would like made him not hit you
Was
probably.
that bad? Giving him myself?
Uh, it's okay, but shouldn't aim for it. And I wouldn't clarity. Did you? He clarity you, right?
No, he
Okay, never
accorded
mind.
me. I'm showing now because I
Yeah,
can get the hot camp.
yeah, something like that. Lol. Okay, now we're gonna cut the tree. Nice.
Yeah. I'm
Tanking
taking
too
so
much.
much
Like
damage.
there's a trick with this. So first, like yeah, there's actually two tricks I'm gonna mention, and we're gonna end with the replay right now after those two tricks, I think, because like you have so many
Okay.
things like to learn from it, like in the lining to get the in 10-minute mark to get more than 50 creeps as you wanted. Like you
Okay.
asked me to do this,
Yeah.
so I did this. So
Thanks,
here
man.
here in jungle creeps, yeah, you're welcome. In jungle creeps, there's like one thing to consider is jungle items, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna spawn at 7 minutes, right? But
Yeah.
they're not gonna spawn if enemies are near, right?
Yeah.
So we have right now like two options. Either farm this camp like on the left side, far from the enemies, so we have chance to drop, right?
Yeah.
Or what I would do in this scenario mainly to focus on is actually my HPs and stuff. So whenever you move, like whenever you walk out of the camp, the creeps will constantly like move back and forward, which means they will hit you way less. So do you see those like skeletons right now? Like do you see these skeletons? These
Yeah.
ones? So this is a sign that once they creeps pass this area of skeletons, it also applies here, like I don't know, it's like here or something. So once they pass it, uh, it means that they gonna go back at some point. They like the creeps gonna return.
Oh.
So once they pass it, you know at some point they're gonna return. So you basically want to get them out of that, like through those skeleton thingies, skeleton box. It's like different
Yeah.
box than this box. Like you see the circle, it's different box. So
Yeah.
once they pass those skeletons, then you know they're gonna return. And while they're returning, you're still hitting them, and they're gonna aggro again on you. So basically you're gonna take less damage. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So by you being this near to the creeps, you're gonna take more damage. It's same with here. Like you will see this like impact that it has mostly on the ancients. Like do you see those again? There are the stones, right? It's usually like skeleton stones or whatever.
Yeah.
You see them? So on the ancients it's super noticeable. Like if you're gonna farm these ancients, when you're gonna stand here, you're gonna take way more fucking damage than if you hit them, move out of this range, then move like here, and then right click, right click, right click. You're gonna take way less damage. or
Okay.
especially on the range heroes, and heroes that don't have life steals and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, Rangers, I do it all the time.
Yeah,
It's so broken.
and you should still do it even with the melee ones.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Like imagine if this camp is stacked 3 times or whatever, and you're just gonna farm it like Sven is I don't want to say it with Sven even though it applies to Sven as well in the early stage especially. Because like Sven has the lifesteal and stuff, and he has the stun, so he wants to like clear them while he stun them. But it's basically that it's easier to like hit it and then move here and farm it while they're coming back or whatever, because it's gonna
So much health saved. And
yeah, it's gonna save you some health. Of course, it doesn't matter if you can sustain it to get the 100% HP anyways, but you know, at some heroes it matters. Also, the second thing was yeah, getting the jungle creep camp, jungle items. And now I'm gonna like fast forward and we're gonna end it at 10 minutes. So.
can you like show me? Uh, can you like see the my macro like real fast?
Macro?
Yeah, like real fast.
And what do you mean by macro?
Like my movements on the map, joining
Okay.
fights. When should I do that?
Okay, so for example, here I would ignore these creeps because it's too dangerous. Like we don't see the players on the map, and the embers feels kind of scary.
Yeah,
I
he's
would let
huge.
this be because like what's gonna happen is your creeps gonna die under tower, and the
Yeah,
creeps that were here, they gonna come to your lane anyways. So you don't have to kill them right here because you didn't have HP for it to do so. Like you don't have
yeah,
boots, and imagine if Shaker was here or Undying, like you're dead. Like this guy chains you, and the Tomb will slow you, and you're dead. You're just gonna die.
true.
Okay, he's level 5. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay. Let's change this. Yeah, same here. Again, you can move slightly, like back.
Yeah, Kaito.
This is bad. This is bad. So, what's the rule number one with the like macro, or how did you called it? Uh,
Yeah,
the the farming like pattern or whatever is that
yeah, exactly.
first you should focus on the creeps on the lanes rather than any jungle camps usually.
Oh,
So,
okay.
for example, now if I remind this right now, what you should do? Like we cannot get the bounty anymore because we missed it for some reason. So now what? Well, now what we should do? If you look at
I
the
go to the
minimap,
bot wave.
so we have two options, right?
Yeah, what?
Because now laning stage is over, kind of, right? Let's say it's over.
True. Yeah.
Like after 7 minute mark, let's say it's over. Like, after people get level sixes, let's say ultimates, it's over, kind of. It's again general approximation. So yeah,
Okay.
so now we care about first we look at the minimap. That's what you should do, and see where are creeps on the lines. So do we want to go here, TP here, and farm this?
No.
No. Why? Because people are already here, it's too far away, we are wasting time. So what else? So first what we look for is probably the lane that we are nearest to, right? So first we look here, right?
No.
We see, oh, yeah, we should go here probably. Yes, that's first idea. Also you can think of, oh, mid lane is usually better to defend. Like anytime there is some tower you can defend, it's usually better. So for example here I would like look at this, definitely do this, sure. But maybe even TPing here is probably even better.
Man, you're amazing, dude.
Oh, why you say
Yeah,
so?
really. Because like the way you like explain stuff is really amazing.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. Um, yeah, so definitely not jungle creeps. It should be some lane creeps. Not this one. This one, yes, and this one will defend the tower. So choose one, you know, choose one at least. I will not get into details because that would be like too like exhausting. But one of
Yeah.
these needs to be done. Like either this one or this one needs to be done.
Okay.
So while you're farming this is getting wasted.
Yeah. No, a
Yeah,
creep died.
creep died. But it's not only the creep, it's even your movements. You're gonna lose a lot of time. It's not only because of that one creep. Now we need to take in consideration the path where you're walking from here towards here. That's some time. And then you're gonna take path from here towards here. So
Oh yeah, that's
it's
so bad.
so long time that you wasted just by wrong farming pattern. What should have happened is you're gonna go over here first, creep's gonna die, then you're gonna go here, and then you're gonna go here. It's more natural. Like it's one path. It's basically one path, like straight one path. Now we are like zigzagging. We're doing this and that. So yeah.
True.
So it's gonna like waste you some time, maybe one big one camp and stuff like that. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, at least it synergizes with the next wave. That's one cool idea about this.
Oh no.
Yeah, so after you killed this wave or whatever, if you didn't die and stuff, yeah, we would probably go here and then we would go here, and then we would check the lane if it's pushing into us or not, and based on that we would either come back or we would farm the creeps in the jungle. As Sven, I would way rather you to farm like creeps in jungle, like head over to the jungle and farm all the way towards this triangle. Because
Uh-huh.
Sven is one of the heroes that can, like with Madness, he can kill the ancients and stack it and blah blah blah. And he doesn't benefit that much from the lanes. He's like the example of he's very fast at clearing any creeps that he encounters. So with
Yeah.
Sven, I way rather constantly see myself in the jungle once I get Madness and only like go for the defending of lanes.
Because I farm neutrals fast,
Yeah,
right?
you farm neutrals faster, and that way it's like you need to consider like in advanced level you need to consider also your net worth of your whole team. So
Oh, okay.
so if you don't go bottom to defend it, suddenly your supports now will get more farm. Because you're
Yeah.
gonna get approximately the same amount in lane compared to the jungle because you're just so fast. Like this gives you speed and cuts like clears creep so fast. It's natural item for the Sven, right? It's not many like heroes that oh I want to go madness, right? And it's one of the fastest farming items, fastest cost, right? Like
Yeah.
other items like all of them cost more, gives less like speed and stuff, right? Like the second fastest is maybe like Maelstrom or something, and it still costs
Wow.
way more than this, right? Like this is one of the cheapest farming items ever, and it's so natural for Sven. It combines with his great cleave, so he's one of the fastest heroes to farm in the real stages ever. He can even kill
I
the
see.
ancients. So actually, even if you go here, you're not missing like farm because you don't you just not killing this camp, this small camp, and this camp. You also killing ancients, and ancients is like equivalent to wave in the lane. It's slightly more than wave in the
Oh.
lane. So you can actually farm here while somebody's farming here. Um, Also, this is a very dangerous part of the map for carries, and you don't have much escape mechanics. So that's another reason. But yeah, that's side note. So yeah,
Okay.
I rather like once I get madness and threats or once I get madness and have some levels, I'm heading towards like jungling. I like to jungle as well, way more than other carries. Some carries I like
Okay.
to come back. Once I farm
Yeah.
jungle, I want to come back. Let's say Slark, right? Slark, like yes, he has Q. He can farm jungle. That's true, but he doesn't farm that fast as Sven, and he wants the lane creeps. Like he wants everything. Like he wants to sustain here. Like they cannot kill him. He can always escape. Blah blah blah. He has like 3 escape mechanics. Well, actually 4. TP,
Wow.
Q, W, and ultimate. Like 4 escape mechanics. So he wants to like stay here more often than going into jungle. Uh, Also, yeah, he he can mess up with the enemy offlaner as well, like thanks to the sun shifts and blah blah blah. Uh, So yeah, I wouldn't. I would ignore the shovel probably. Keeping bottom seems like slightly like not your job to do.
Yeah, it's dangerous, as you said.
Yeah, it's usually dangerous for carries. It's usually not your job. Like you got one, and definitely once you decided to do this, once you kill the wave, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't wait here. You should already head over to farm more, right? We got every single item that allows us to farm, so we should be farming. Like the TPing here is only for the reasons of defending the tower, right? Something
Yeah,
like that. So we killed
exactly.
all the creeps. We shouldn't go much forward maybe. Well, they are all dead, so you actually can. But if they weren't dead,
Yeah.
the main line is like I'm gonna farm here, 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 and farm all the way towards ancients, anyways.
Wow, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Also, yeah, power threats. So yeah, we'll kill this. Okay, okay. You're in like when do you think it's gonna be the most dangerous area? Would you say that this is like the more dangerous than being here?
Nope,
No,
it's way
so
safer.
when will we use the war cry? Probably somewhere here, right? If we
Yeah, so
ever
we
gonna
can
use.
escape.
Yeah, so I would use it like right here. Just like I know that only two players are alive, so it actually doesn't matter. But if we ever gonna die, it's gonna be here, right? So let's use the
True.
defensive mechanic. It's not only the bonus speed, it's also the armor, you know.
Yeah,
So before you madness, press the war cry. And go, okay, you want to kill one of this wave. This is correct because everybody's dead. If they weren't dead, I would say this is like slightly, dangerous, but they are all dead, so this is perfect. Now Warcry. Oh, yeah, now we are wasting time. Again, we are focusing heroes instead of focusing creeps. Like, ignore the heroes and go immediately straight farming. Like fuck this. Like, they are all alive. You're
ridiculous
basically
thing. Tell me.
assuming that he's gonna mess up. Like, it's Ember. Ember has, like, mobility ultimate, right?
That's exactly right. I was like predicting that he would mess up, and this is why I did this.
Yeah, but you cannot, like, predict that he's gonna mess up. Because,
Yeah,
okay, I have it, like, there's so many, like, things that he can do. Basically, this is this is like lottery ticket. You are now playing lottery.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, and you know
So
how the lottery works, like that you spend more.
it's a scam.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
scam, so you're scamming yourself right here. You see, like,
yeah.
the million bounty for
Oh my
yourself,
god,
instead of like seeing that you should like get the money here, and then invest into buying an item, and then, put some money in stocks and get the, value
get more
from it, and
money.
yeah, get
Yeah,
more money. Instead, you're just using it all here, and you might even lose. Like, some people might even kill you for this shit and stuff like that.
that's so bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so no matter if you win or not in the lottery ticket, it's just statistically it's not worth, so don't do this. Also, like, you're doing it against a hero that has escape mechanic. Like this guy, if you can imagine one way how he escapes, then you should consider it and immediately not do this. So if I imagine, oh, he's gonna, like, once he sees me, he's gonna ult here and remnant there, probably don't do this. Probably it's waste of time.
Okay.
So we shove this wave, that's cool, and because we focused first on the lane, right? And then we should head over to jungle. That's our farming pattern. That's usually how it should go. I hope you're not gonna go. No, you went to the right side. That's bad. You should
Yeah.
straight over to
To ancients.
yeah, straight to, like, farm, and ancients. This is what should we be doing. You are not the hero that, like, I want to wait here and wait 10 seconds for next wave. And what if enemy hero is gonna be here? This is the most dangerous part of the map. And what if enemy is gonna be here? Then you're not gonna even get this wave. And we are wasting time. We should, like, we're gonna get approximately the same amount as I said, like, before on the lane compared to the jungle. You're just so
Because I
fast
farm
farming. Yeah,
fast.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we're just wasting time here. We're chilling with a hero that farms super fast, and we are just like, this is like crazy to me. This is even worse than waiting. This is worse than waiting. Like, if you waited, at least we would have some chance of getting the creeps here, because it would be in more safer area. So there would be some
Yeah.
chance of getting it. Even though I never do this, it's still better than this. This is like mind-blowing, super crazy move, because anybody can, like, be here in trees. Anybody can like go from the left side, and like it's supernatural to go here and kill you because they want to put heroes here. I know that
Yeah,
they
good
don't
to
have
know.
heroes here and stuff, but you know, in better games, this is pretty very crazy, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Do you see
Yeah,
like
they even TP'd.
yeah, but do you see like how many windows this guy has to escape? Like
His
check here, right?
ult.
Like first of all,
Yeah.
like once he sees Lion, he can already escape. Like before he hexes him, that's first thing. Now he has the second. Actually, it's still stunned. Now he has the second time. See how he moved into you? That's the time he could have remnanted away, or press W
Oh,
ultimate and
yeah.
remnanted away. That second time he could have escaped, and this is third time he could have escaped. Yeah.
Oh my god,
So
that's
so he
so
has
many times.
three times he can escape, and it's not only that, but like I'm more counting of like you should have died, you know, like people could should have come here and just run at you and kill you because it's so natural because they want to kill this tower. That's first thing. And if enemy carry is in the way of this tower, it's super good for them because it's like two birds, one stone. They're gonna kill you and then they're gonna like get this tower. It's
Get the
like
tower.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have not no better objective than getting you and this tower. Maybe let's say shoving mid, but that's it. That's about it. Yeah. Jesus, you dying for this is
And I did die.
yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody even like like nobody even like except the shaker. Nobody even came here excepting the
Yeah.
shaker. He just did it so poorly. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so once you die, again farming pattern, where should we go? I hope you're
To the
not gonna TP
ancients.
bottom. Yeah, well, first before ancients, what you should check for? You should check for some lane that is not defended, right? Because
Yeah.
imagine if if these creeps were under this tower and Walker was not here. Would you
I go
go to
mid.
ancients? Yeah, you would first TP here, you shout in, and then you go ancients, right? Probably.
Like you said, I have to defend towers and then go to the jungle.
Yeah, like yes, but if, for example, if you defend tower that is so far away from ancients, it might not be worth for you. Like
Oh,
for example,
really?
this yeah, like if you're gonna like TP here because creeps are here, yeah, it's questionable. It's like too advanced. I would for you maybe like say
Yeah, but is dangerous too, so I shouldn't be
yeah,
there in
yeah,
the first
exactly.
place.
Like how do I like tell this like to like the it depends, you know, like Dota is like complicated, but the only thing I can say maybe for Sven is you're just gonna get similar amount of experience gold in the lane as in the jungle with Sven. But if like your team is like fighting or whatever, like like defending the lane, like okay, if the defending of lane is in the farming pattern of yours, like if it synergizes, defend the lane. So like if you're gonna defend this mid lane, it's gonna
Yeah.
be in farming pattern of ancients because it's like natural. Like you go here, then you go here, then you go here. It's very natural.
And I shouldn't be mad that my team is getting the waves, right?
Uh, that can you repeat it?
Like, every time I'm jungling and I'm waiting for the wave to come to the tower so I can get it, someone else gets it. Is that bad?
Um, it's like that's why I would also look like yeah, it's slightly bad. Like if two players farming same thing, it's slightly bad, and whoever can ignore whoever can get out of there and farm something else is the guy that's gonna do good. Like with Sven, it's kind of hard because like for you it takes like 3 seconds to kill the wave, so you're not like gonna get much time if you leave it to somebody else. You know, just not gonna. So with Sven, I would like clear it even if some teammate is near me. But it's very
Wow,
like
okay.
for example, let's say you're I don't know you're anti-mage, yeah. Let's say you're anti-mage and
Yeah,
you tip it here in the mid lane or whatever, and suddenly like Volker suddenly from here while you're tipping he like blinks and goes to the mid and farms with you some shit like that. So that's the
yeah.
time when I might consider like you know, he wants to get this, I'm gonna blink here and farm something else. It's better than fight over one creep and
Oh yeah, wasting so much time trying to get the same creeps.
yeah, not like I don't want to say like much time because you're carry and you should be one getting the creeps. But if it's like position two and you're one, it's way more considerable to not share the. Well, it's always considerable to not share the farm. So if you're the like smarter one, like give him that and get something else if he doesn't let you. So um, I will give you one example when it's like pretty cool to like like realize it. Imagine that you guys have three heroes right here, and you guys are dire, and
Yeah,
you're the carry or whatever. And now they are farming this wave, right?
yeah,
And you basically now have option either farm with them, so three players farming one wave, or you're gonna go to the left and farm slightly less than you would get from the lane if you got all the creeps in lane. So I would say jungle is better option in that case because even though it gives you slightly less than you would get from all the wave,
yeah.
by not sharing the farm, your team will just get the more gold. Your team
I
will just
see.
yeah. So
Yeah,
so even
true.
though the correct play like in best scenario is for them to fuck off and farm jungle or go somewhere else,
Yeah, yeah.
it's on your shoulders to decide what's actually correct for you. So if they are farming this, let's split it and go farm jungle camps. Um, Man, I had one more concept about this. Yeah, or one more cool concept about this is actually like
Yeah.
people should decide slightly about the like farming priorities that like fives shouldn't steal farm from the position one and stuff like that. So if position one wants to
Yes.
farm there, no matter if it's correct for them to farm there or not, they should give it to them. They should give it to them. So for example, if Sven TPs to me bottom and I'm already as position 5 bottom farming, I will let him get those all those creeps. Because it's worse for me if my carry doesn't farm. Even though he should be farming jungle camps and stuff. And I'm pretty like, mad that oh he decided wrongly and now I'm gonna have less farm. He's basically stealing my farm
Yeah.
for me. I will still let him farm it. Because like the option of me not having farmed carry is worse for me. Then
True. Yeah.
yeah, so I will let him. That's another example. Another example how you might view this, but maybe it's too advanced for you, but I don't know. But I will say it anyways for the YouTube content.
Okay.
It's that if somebody TPs to some lane, it's way harder for him to farm somewhere else because he's locked there suddenly because he doesn't have like TP to farm some on other
Oh,
lanes, right?
yeah.
So usually the guy that TPs there should get the farm there.
Yeah, that is advanced.
Yeah, that it should get
Yeah.
it, and all the other guys shouldn't farm that area for him, and they should farm all the other lanes, like TP to lanes or walk away to some lanes and stuff like that. Especially the mobility guys, because the guy that TP'd here now, like,
Yeah.
what's he gonna do? Like, if you're gonna kill, like, he TP's here, there's some fight, fight's over, and now the guy that TP'd here now sees all his teammates farming the lane, and one guy is farming jungle, and now what? Like, this guy, now what is when the TP'd here is gonna do? Like, like lane is getting farmed, jungle is not there, so he's gonna do what? Like he's gonna like go here and then like one fight is over, he's gonna go left, left, left,
Just
left, left, left,
stands on. Yeah.
like I go here,
To the
like
ancients, dude.
what, like he's gonna waste minutes
Oh my
of
god.
farming, like that's why
Oh
like
my
people
god.
should
Yeah.
like once somebody TP's here, one guy like TP's mid, TP's top, and this Sven's gonna like farm lane, then he's gonna farm this, and this. That should be that's like advanced, farming like pattern of realizing what your team wants to do and stuff. That's why like it's too advanced. Like fuck that. Like for you, simplified version. Let's say you're Sven. We want to farm jungles because we are fast at it and we want to defend towers. We don't have escape mechanic, so that should tell us we shouldn't like farm too far away from tower for our Mar tower because we don't have the escape mechanics, right? Much. We have
Also,
only like Warcry.
so if I have escape mechanics, I can be more dangerously farming.
Yes, yes, that yes, definitely, because
Oh,
like the lanes are the most important like places to like shove into the enemy because it does so many things. You might ask, yeah, it does like so many things. It gives you like vision.
like
It
what?
forces, it gives you vision. It forces them to come to the lanes. Uh, it it gives you usually even more farm because it gives a lot of gold experience for
True.
uh, like it it makes this tower way safer because creeps are here, so you have like more time to do whatever you want. It gives you information that some enemies passed through here because you it gives you like that vision. Yeah, like some other like stuff. It's just so essential to shove lanes. It also gives you opportunities to when the opportunity comes to kill their towers and so on and so forth. Uh, it gives you potential to rush because you see now like this area if somebody is near them and blah blah blah. So with Sven, yeah. So you asked like if you have like different hero. Well, usually like when you play some hero, they have like some advantages and disadvantages. So if some hero has escape mechanic, he's usually gonna lack something else, right?
Yeah.
So some hero that has the escape,
Anti-mage.
yeah, anti-mage. I wanted to
Juggernaut.
give some other, yeah, yeah.
With
Okay,
spin TP.
let's say the anti-mage, I guess. Yeah, so with the anti-mage, you can like, yeah, I guess like with anti-mage, you can like consider not only like defend the tower, but only like get one more wave and then like blink and blink at it. It's gonna be also natural. But I wanted to like, um,
Faces
yeah,
void.
like let's say you're a Weaver or something, yeah? So Weaver can like he doesn't farm super fast the ancients, right? Till some
Yeah.
items and stuff. Same with junglers. So Weaver he just wants to like go in lane and push it as further as possible because he can like even if if this tower is dead and creeps are right here or whatever, do you think Weaver can kill them?
No.
So you versus their heroes, I would say the only guy that is threatening is like Shaker with stun or Shaker with blink. But l- let my point is that if they cannot burst you from 100 to 0, you're gonna survive, right? With Weaver. You're just
Oh,
gonna
I
press
see.
ultimate.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, so that's like the point. Like
True.
he's very strong at like surviving in lanes, but he's less strong at killing the creeps in jungle. Like it's gonna take
So
him
he's
like
better.
8 seconds to kill, like 10 seconds to kill this.
Wow. That's so
And
much.
well, and with Sven it's gonna take him like less because he's just gonna 4 times hit it with madness and then die.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like this.
True.
But Weaver he needs to like W it and then he hits and then he Ws and
Wow.
it's over.
So
So,
much money
but
is.
it's not that much mana. It's just like he's good at both, but like he's excels at laning. Basically, if he's gonna stay here, if they're not gonna burst him from 100 to 0, he's able
Yeah.
to be here. He's able to be here and farm. But if Sven's gonna go here, then like how is he gonna escape? Like it's too hard for him.
Yeah.
He's gonna get stunned and then he's gonna get damaged and then he's gonna get stunned and he dies. Weaver he just ults and W's away.
So I should push the boundaries of my hero as much
Yeah,
as possible.
yeah. Boundaries of your hero and Sven is one of the exceptions that he farms super fast in the like but it synergizes with his strengths of not being able to farm that further like in lanes because no escape mechanic. So you actually don't even need to know that Sven is so fast at farming jungle for the reasons of you just look, oh, does he have escape mechanic? Probably not. So where should I probably play him? Where maybe max for defending towers, otherwise I'm jungling. You know that can be easy to tell. Like I give you hero and you're gonna tell me how further yeah, can you go. Let's say I'm gonna give you some, let's say
So,
some hero. Let's say yeah, I already mentioned those. Okay, I'm gonna give you PA. It's like in middle of everything, but yeah. So PA, how far can you go with PA? Does he have escape
uh,
mechanic?
nope.
So he has like W and E, that's escape mechanics. But because when you press E, you're not gonna be invisible, right? You're not gonna be visible, right?
Yeah,
So it's some sort of defense because if they don't see you on the map, you are way more survivable because they don't know if you're there or not, right? But versus like better opponents, they gonna notice that creeps are dying there, so they know that you
yeah,
blurred. Yeah, so but still, it's some defense mechanic. Also, it gives you like like 0 point something 75, second to escape. Because even if they meet you, you have 0.75 second more because that's the time it takes you to like uninvis yourself. So it's some sort of escape mechanic. So you can dodge like some stuff with it with when you play as blur when you're. But other defensive mechanic is Phantom Strike. But how does this escape mechanic work?
on
Like
creeps, right?
yeah, you need to on some unit, right? But
Yeah,
but what if you don't have any unit? Like what's gonna happen if you're gonna be online, right? Imagine PA having her right here, right?
yeah,
And suddenly some guy is coming for you, like you see him, it's cool, like you see him from here coming to here, and then what you gonna do? Like, can you W something right now?
nope.
You cannot, right? Because like what happens is right when you want to hit the creeps, like the enemy creeps, because that's the reason why we are here to kill the enemy creeps, right?
Yeah,
It's usually the time where like your creeps meet theirs. So you will never ever have the chance to W on some creeps that's our own backline because they will always like meet each other, right? Like exactly when you want to farm creeps, that's the time when you actually gonna have the creeps that you want to W on. You're gonna have them super near you, so there's no time for you to ever jump on them because they will always meet.
yeah,
Like you understand like what I'm saying, like that
yep, yep.
it's never gonna be like special with blur. With blur they're gonna even ignore you, so you cannot even kill them preemptively. So it's never gonna
Yeah,
be a chance for you to like W anything. So you would need to have like super cool like support that you blink on or some shit like that.
yeah,
So
just have them around me all the time.
yeah, something like that. Which means you're like, like this guy wants to do something and he's like here to for you to W him or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, so PA again, PA probably is not gonna be farming here probably, right?
yeah,
Where is he gonna be farming?
jungle,
Again, jungle or
lane.
like defending tower or let's say being like in middle, for example here, right?
Oh, yeah,
Because it's like half and half, Maybe like if they go on you, somebody will TP you, blink on him, or you will have the blur, right? Which will help you to reach the destination of tower because
yep.
0.75. So some things like that, So yeah. So let's another one more hero. Let's say
Slot.
yeah, let's say Slark. So Slark, where you would farm him?
Like PA.
Yeah, I would say Slark is way more survivable. I would even
Oh,
farm
because
him
of his
even here.
ult too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's based on matchup, but yeah, I would be rather like farming like in the more aggressive area because like what can be tell sign is that is he farming fast ancients?
mm, no,
No, he's not, right? Like the Q is magical, so it doesn't work with the ancients much.
nah,
So that's one of the reasons, like why it might tell you like where he should be playing. Escape mechanics and how fast he kills ancients. Those are very cool like signs where who should be farming. Let's say some non-carry hero.
CM.
Yeah, CM, it can be both, right? It can be shoving lines with Q, or it can be stacking and jungling. You can do both.
Yep.
Because stacking and jungling can be with ultimate, and going in lane can be with Q, potentially ultimate. So, Underlord. Oh, yeah, Underlord. I give you one more. It's Underlord. So, Underlord, where should he be playing? How should
Far
he be
in the
playing?
map because he's tanky.
So, he's tanky, that's true, but like, how does he? So, what does the mean, like, farming the map? Like, where should he play?
Uh, on his side of the map, but like the furthest side of the map,
I
like where the Earthshaker is standing.
Yeah, so on the places, like I would say Unlord should, whenever he has ultimate and TP ready, he has two escape mechanics,
Oh yeah, true.
and he's very tanky. You can also say that's escape mechanic, like being super tanky that you will just leave or something. Um,
Yeah,
so if he has those things, I would say he's like pretty survivable. So I would put him in places on lanes only, like preferably mainly on lanes.
yeah.
And I would put him on lanes where it's like most dangerous for
The
your
dead
team to
lane.
be. So yeah, like so yeah, or on some place where they want him to put him on because enemy wants to be there because he wants to meet some enemies. Like he wants to be on lanes where enemies are, something like that. While he's
Oh,
giving
like
like farm for his team or whatever because he's offlaner or whatever. But like so like like he wants to kill creeps on the lanes where enemies are. That's like his job or something. So yes, he's like very good at farming jungle as well. Not the ancients, but good at farming jungle as well. But he's so like powerful, like so like escape mechanic heavy, or not escape mechanic, but like survivable heavy. That he's not gonna die. That first I would consider lanes definitely. Like lanes, as far as possible.
lane's
Like,
better than
like
jungle.
yeah, like even here or whatever. Because like if I consider like
Wow.
if I calculate like how much I can survive, if I can like ult preemptively, and cannot burst me until my ult procs, then I can farm whenever.
Wow. Like
So
free farming everywhere.
mainly yeah, but mainly on lanes because lanes gives your team so much. Like
Yeah.
so so like it's like in this game, if I was Underlord, I would look at, oh, so I need to survive 6 seconds, so right? So I need to buy items that allows me to survive 6 seconds. So that allows me to play in the lane. So what would I buy here? Well, you can consider like
Guardian Greaves?
that's for versus armor, but I would say their main like resource of damage in the early to mid game might be like the magical
Yeah. So
because
pipe?
well, Woka's magical, A is magical, Lion's magical, and Huskar is magical, right?
Yep.
So definitely not Greaves. Greaves gives you armor and health, like uh, heal, right?
Yep.
So versus armor, that would be only good versus Sven, and heal would be as even counterproductive because AA, if he ults you, Greaves will not work.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so like hood into pipe. So once he established that, then we need to like take in consideration like how they gonna kill us like in those 6 second time. And then we see like, oh, we are very slow, so they gonna sunstrike us. Lion's gonna ult us and A is gonna ult us.
Oh wow, that's all the magic damage.
Well, yeah, but like the point is that in this game as Underlord, I wouldn't be this far away. Like, because I
Oh
know that
yeah, he's
I
gonna get
cannot survive
bursted.
six. Yeah, they have just too much bursts, and I'm not gonna survive 6 seconds. But if I see, oh, Lion ulted already something else, A ulted, suddenly do you think I can survive 6 seconds here?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
because like they have only Sunstrike, and then Huskar is gonna ult me and hit me. If I survive 6 seconds, then I can play here.
I see.
Something like that. So if I have like Hood ready and then raindrops or whatever, and then want, I can like go
Yeah.
here, I see Voker, I immediately ult. Or I see Huskar, I immediately ult, and I might survive 6 seconds.
Okay. Farming the jungle. After this. This is a waste of time, right? This was bad.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Like, it's waste of farm on the map, because like you're defending place like hero that his goal is to defend lane instead of getting strong and farm. It's not your job.
Yeah.
Because like here it's very awkward to farm like more than, you know, like, because if you're farming here, if you go towards this camp, which is the closest,
I might die.
yeah, it's like dangerous camp for you to farm. It's even closer to the enemies than the lane, kind of. So it's awkward.
True.
And then it's like, then there's small camp, like that's awkward as well. Like only getting like big camp, small camp. Maybe this is already even farmed by the enemy. This is natural
Yeah.
progress to go to this lane and kill this tower. Many other like reasons why it's bad. Also, you don't have TP suddenly, so you cannot help this or that. It's like if they kill this tower, this is your fault as well because you wasted TP here. Many other bazillion stuff. Yeah, and nobody's farming ancients and yeah, billion other stuff.
When do I join fights as Sven?
So when do you feel like you are useful in fight while you cannot die?
Okay.
Something
So
like
only
that.
join good fights.
Only joining fights when you cannot die there and you will be useful.
Oh,
So as
okay.
Sven, when do you think you would say you are useful?
With my eggs.
No, like no, like well, yeah, but like when would you like the usefulness of carries are usually if they burst enough damage usually, right? They are not like, oh, the usefulness of carry is when they can stun or initiate.
Yeah.
It's usually not like that, right? Usually.
Yeah.
So the usefulness of them is when they have enough damage, right? So
Yep.
when would you say Sven has enough damage? Like what's the
30
deciding factor?
minutes?
It's not based on minutes. It's what's the like deciding factor? When does he have ult?
Items.
Actually, okay, I give you a hint. I actually paused
Okay.
it in very cool time, a very perfect time. Like I paused it in the time when it like highlights the
Exactly. His ult.
his ult. Yeah. So whenever you have ult,
Yeah.
you are basically like damage machine, right? Like with ult, you don't need any items. Like with ult, you deal enough damage, right?
True. Yeah. Yeah.
So we have damage set up, like we have the damage, but do we have the survivability? Like will we survive?
No.
It's possible, but only like when you go for the like pickoffs, like when you join the fight at the end, it's possible
Oh
to
yeah.
survive
True.
because everybody's
It
there.
is.
Or when you're like defending tower, it's possible for you to survive even without items. But other than that, we're gonna need like something that gives us the potential of not dying. Well, what gives Sven potential of not dying? Well, he has the Warcry and stuff, so maybe the plan could be,
BKB?
yeah, the BKB, that's one thing. Like with BKB, he's survivable enough to survive almost anything, that's true. And another reason is we might combine his ultimate and stun and Mask of Madness with bursting one guy immediately, which will result in us not dying in that fight because we already bursted one guy. So it's 4v5. And now we are like, running away. So like we are combining our strength with like the way how Sven is like pretty original. Like the way how Sven survive in fight can be not only by buying like defensive mechanics, but actually buying like insta bursting one guy. Because if you insta burst somebody, suddenly it's way harder to burst Sven. So
True. Yeah.
like if you insta burst TA, who's gonna kill you from them? Tell me.
TA?
Yeah, if you kill TA, right? Like if you somehow buy items that allow you to super insta burst TA, who's gonna kill you from enemy team?
Maybe Ember, but only Ember.
Yeah, they would
with the
like
combination.
they would literally need to throw every single spell at you. Like they would need to like Echo, Shaker, Q, and then Ember free ultimates on you, and then
Yeah,
you might and the Q from Underlord, and then that and then you would die. But like it's like uh yeah, but like it's survivable enough, I would say. Like once you kill one guy, it's pretty cool to survive. Orally, yeah. So I would say like your first spike might be with the Aghanims or something, like something to jump on the TA or some hero, like I don't know, Ember, Shaker, anybody. Like you kill one guy, it's harder to boost you. And yeah, like
oh, by the way, what's a good Sven build?
uh, like items like these, like either Echo, Mask of Madness, Hand of Midas. Also, Aghanim is cool on him. Black King Bar is cool on him. Monkey King Bar is cool on him. Satanic is fine. It depends. Just look up the Dota Pro tracker and
Oh,
search
okay.
for uh, what professionals like buying on that hero mostly, and just copy it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't even have to see like what's happening here. I just know it's very likely incorrect. And for which reason it's very likely incorrect? Because you're fighting in a place where you already surpassed your like line of how far you should be farming, right?
Yeah, should defend towers only.
Kind of. Yeah. So probably it's too far. So more likely it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
So the reason why it would be so far away, like further than I already established with Sven where I should go, is only if I have like team near me or something, and I want to kill this tower or something.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I'm not doing this, right? Like, if this is the place where this is the place where I'm like alone, it tells me that you wanted to farm here, which tells me that you didn't establish correctly like how far should Sven be farming usually. No escape mechanics,
Okay.
so yeah.
Yeah, true. So true.
So I'm gonna probably end it here
Ancient.
instead. So instead of going towards where the Rose probably is this fine. By the way, kill the big creep first. Always. Hit the big creep
Okay.
first because look at this. It's 90% cleave, right?
Yeah.
So you're dealing more damage to the target that you target.
Yeah.
So it saves you time here and even here. You went for different creep than the big creep, I think.
Oh, my bad.
You could have checked the
Waste
rune.
time.
Again, like, what's first priority? Is it this small camp or is it the lane that's gonna meet here?
The lane, of course.
Probably the lane, yeah. It's more like thing, like it's not even that important. I would say both is okay, but see, like once it reaches tower, it's just bad.
I lost the creep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
creep for small creeps. It's like similar. But
I
the
lost two creeps.
yeah,
Yeah.
one or two creep, but like if it was one creep, it's still fine, right? Because three creeps for one creep is approximately like the similar. But the problem issue
Yeah.
with this is that the the lanes have the priority because it locks you down. It just they need to be solved as fast as possible. Like if I can decide between this and this and both gives me more farm, I would definitely choose the lane, right?
Yep.
Uh, because then I can like, for example, right now we are still here, stuck in this place, farming these creeps. What if we wanted to already TP here and help these guys? Because something is happening here, right? Now we
Yeah.
we cannot, or like let's say we need to decide, or do we want to get the farm or and defend, or do we want to help them? You need to decide, and that's always like bad if you give yourself like options between something and something, and you know, and both are like you would rather get all of them, right? But now you need to decide between one or the other. You would rather get all the rewards there are, like helping your team at the same time as defending and
And
getting
get
the
the farm.
yeah. So
Yeah.
by you like doing this, now you don't have the option. Like before it
Yeah, I don't get the farm and I fight.
yeah, now you
Ooh.
don't have the option, or like not that you don't have the option, but like basically you're gonna miss one or the other. Also, it's way harder to look at the fights when you're stuck with like watching if you're gonna last it properly and stuff like that, you know? Like,
Yeah, true. We lose this game, but this is why what I don't figure out. Like, why did we lose?
again, this is what I figure out. Yeah, it's probably the laning a lot and just you being in wrong places. So after this, look at the timer. It's 18:58, right?
Yeah,
So what's again, what has more priority? Where you should go right now?
I should stack ancients.
It's 58, so you don't have time to
Oh, I
stack
can't.
already, plus it's dead, like the ancients are dead. But what you should do right now, like right now, like once you
Hit
stopped chasing,
creeps.
uh, yeah, but like where? Should you kill this or should you kill this?
Oh my god, yeah, the lane.
The lane is first, like it has priority number one, because like if it was like 1840, I would say yeah, it's considerable to go for first for this, just because it refreshes again, and 90-minute mark will spawn another creeps. But it's 1858, so if you kill this, there will no be any like other creeps to spawn there. So you just like first of all you're wasting creeps here because they are dying while you're farming
It's like a
this.
zigzag,
And again,
like
it's
you
gonna be
said.
zigzag. You're gonna see, and maybe it's gonna escalate into you dying and realize, like doing wrong stuff because like you're gonna be like, oh, now what? I have nothing to farm, so what I'm gonna do?
Yeah,
I hope you don't go ancients. Okay, cool. We are going lane,
yeah,
and then
ancient.
we're going here anyways, right? Like what?
And the big tank.
Yeah,
Yeah, no time wasted. Or should have been.
yeah. Now you're like looking at this
What
as,
should I
oh, I farmed
farm?
this
Yeah.
already. Yeah. Could have take the invest just because of the timer, but that's too advanced still. Okay, TP bottom. Okay. Actually, I would rather like
Oh, mid
fight
is
them
being
on mid.
taken.
Yeah, I would rather like fight
Yeah.
them with your team on mid, because it's only 3 players on mid, and you guys are four plus one is coming, so you guys could have tried to defend or whatever. So this TP, the reason why this TP is like very awkward is because it's maybe too advanced, but uh yeah, okay, I
What?
will say it this way, like for simplistic saying, just save your TPs for defending. Save your TPs for
Okay.
escaping. Don't TP to farm, ever. It will
Ever.
do
Okay.
more good than harm. Like till you reach like
Okay.
5k, it will do more good than harm. If you
Really?
never ever
Okay.
TP to farm, if you only TP to defend or
Defend or escape.
escape. Yeah. Um, and this applies once the laning stage is over. So in laning stage,
Oh,
yes, you can consider to TP to your lane to farm. But after laning stage, don't ever TP to farm.
only escape
Only
and
escape or
defend.
defend the tower. Yeah. For the reasons of, and now I can talk about it. For example, now, like if they are not stupid, they might know that you don't have TP already because they saw you top and now they see you bottom, let's say. And
Nah.
once they see you right here, like once this catapult sees you, in better games, all of these heroes that were here immediately running at you
Wow.
because they know that
That's insane.
once they run at you, they can farm all this while they are running at you. That's first thing.
Yeah.
Then
That's so bad.
they know like what's gonna be your moving pattern. What's gonna be your pattern basically? You're
Towards
gonna
them.
you're gonna basically from here immediately. Well, like once I don't see them, I'm immediately running away. Like this is already like the crazy part. But uh, imagine if you don't have VAR there, that would be even more insane because now you need to back off immediately. Like you don't know if they are there, which means you need to escape. But you have vision
Yeah.
here, so it's slightly better, but still it's pretty bad. So they are running at you, and your farming pattern would be basically you walked here, and then you're walking like this,
Escaping, yeah.
and can you
So
go
much
here?
time waste.
Probably still not. You need to go like this, and now we're in
Oh
mid,
my
and
god.
now we can start to like walk towards the place where enemies aren't if they showed. If they didn't, we're gonna go like this, and then we are ended up here, and just waiting for them to show somewhere. Probably on bottom because we pushed bottom. So this will be your farming cutter. So basically, it didn't give you more farm, and it's only for the reasons that you don't have TP because you TP'd to try to farm, but in the future it's just gonna give you less farm than more. Basically, it's gonna give you less
Okay.
farm than more. And yeah, it's kind of awkward, and we don't have escape mechanics, so we cannot like defend anything, nothing. Like for example, we TP here, now enemy can do whatever they want. They can either run at you, which means you will not farm anyways, or they can
Or
kill
push
this tower.
top.
Which means you cannot defend it because you TP'd here, or they can take rush.
That's so bad.
Yeah,
Wow.
so
A
usually this
simple
is not
TP.
place to do this. Like only time we do this is if we play like hero that has like lots of mobility or
Like Ember
travels.
or Weaver.
Yeah, and even those heroes you don't want, like you don't have to do it.
TP for farm, yeah.
See, like they are farming all your stuff now.
Oh my god,
You're
they
gonna,
did it.
yeah, and
Wow.
you're gonna like suffer. Well, they had three perfect options, so I bet they definitely gonna choose one of them. Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
Like, the worst far they could have done is like farm their jungle here and here. That would be the worst. But if they decide any of those three things, it would be perfect for them. Like if they run it here and kill this tower, take rush or just farm all this, like definitely they very likely even in your bracket they will choose one of those three options. So, for example, when I TP here, I wouldn't even go on lane, and I would just farm the jungle and then walk away. And also, if I decide to go on lane, I would probably clear only one wave and then run away, because I know that these guys can catch me. It's usually like that. Like whenever whoever TPs here, it's usually good to only shove one wave and then run away. Because the reason why people going here, like as
Yeah.
radiant to the bottom, reason why
Why?
they go here is, again I will simplify it, is to like make this tower not die, to like outpush this or something, like so it pushes into the enemy. They are not going here for the farm per se, they are going here for to outpush this. So the way how creeps work is that once you kill one wave, it will snowball into the enemy, because you will
One
have,
wave.
yeah, one wave, or well, you can say even one range creep, but yeah, one, let's say one wave.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
like what's gonna happen is exactly this. Do you see how many range creeps do you have?
Three.
Three, and they have like one, right? And this
One.
this
Yeah.
will constantly snowball. Your creeps will kill their creeps. Your fourth range creep will come, and he's constantly like pushing this towards. It's like snowball effect. It only takes like one range creep to kill, and it's gonna naturally snowball
Oh.
into the enemy.
So defend tower by killing one creep wave and then jungling.
That yeah, and then it's already defended enough. It's already
Yeah.
defended enough.
And when the heroes come, I just TP there.
Yeah. What was it? What did you say at the end? The
I
TP.
TP only when people are pushing towers, defending.
Uh, y- y- your question is like when should you TP here, or what was the question?
No, never mind. It's okay.
So it's more for the like defense rather than for the farm, because we know there's not many farm here usually in the first place. Very rarely there's more farm than at the top. Only when like 5 players or 4 players are top, then it's considerable to farm here. But CC, like you got two waves on the lane, maybe this camp, and now you have nothing to farm, right? So let's watch your farming pattern. Like let's watch your like walk of shame or whatever we could call it.
Yeah.
You take the ant post, okay, whatever. But you know you're not farming, right?
Yeah. Oh
Now
my
it's
god,
farming,
so
yeah.
many.
Like
Yeah. So much time wasted.
big creep first.
Yep. I see a fight bot, I'm split pushing.
Yeah, you cannot fight bot. Usually the bot fights are the worst fights you can take. And again, you didn't establish correct place on where how far you should be farming. It's
Yeah,
constantly
just the
repeats,
right
so
PD.
you're dying for this only for this reason. Too greedy. You have all these creeps to kill, and you decided to go for these creeps.
Yeah.
So these creeps, is it for Sven? It's not. But is it for Weaver? Potentially. Even though I would say it's not for Weaver anyways, because what's more important? Like as Weaver, yes, you can do this for sure, but what's better than this? Usually, it's jungle or what's better, jungle or what is better?
Or defend.
Or well, there's nothing to defend yet, but yeah, okay, people are defending here. Ignore the defense. So jungling or what is the first thing? What is more important than jungling
Tech
always?
towers.
Lanes, like lanes. So here it's pushed, that's
Oh,
cool,
okay.
but here it's not pushed, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
So
true.
even if I was Weaver, if I was a hero that survives this, like survivable hero and escape hero, I still wouldn't go for
Oh,
these creeps for the reasons that I first need to kill the lane creeps before I go to the jungle, usually. So
so
it's
lane creeps over everything, and then jungle creeps.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not ultra over everything, but it has way more upside, like way more good things happening if you consider lane creeps before jungle creeps. Some
yeah.
exceptions might be if it's 2340, as I said, right? 2340, then you might consider
Oh
killing
yeah,
the jungling
time.
because it spawns again. One of the examples
Yeah.
why it. But other than that, usually the lane, like it's important to kill. Okay, are we gonna end right here? Any more questions?
Um. Um. Not really. No. Just how can I avoid dying?
How can you avoid dying? Well, as realizing how your hero can escape, how far you
Yeah.
should go, and realizing what kills you.
What
Um,
if they invade my jungle? What do I do then?
uh, Usually that happens only if you didn't shove the lanes when you could have.
Oh,
And
okay.
if you did that and they still go into your jungle, then it's good to try to escape. And even if they kill you, it's not super worth for them for the reasons that they are losing farm on the lanes and they are getting no towers out of it. Why they are not
Oh,
getting no
oh.
towers out of it? It's for the reasons that they don't have, by the time you respawn, they don't have creeps near your tower. So they cannot kill the tower.
Okay. Wait. What if someone's pushing the tower and I can't stop them and I
Then
can't
you see
defend?
them if they are running at you or not in your jungle, right? Because you see them in lane.
No, they took the lane and then they come to my jungle and then they go push to
You
the
should
tower
already
again.
be somewhere else, right?
Oh, okay. So I leave.
Yeah, like once you don't see them
Oh,
in the lane that you shoved, because they are
they're
like they
coming for
shoved
me.
you. Yeah, it's like yeah, like I would tell you this way. Well, if you shove the lane first, enemy
Yeah.
has two options now. They either shove it back or they run at you in the jungle, right?
Yeah.
So let's say they run at you in the jungle. First, it's easy indicator that they are running at you in the jungle for the reasons of you don't see them on the lanes. So it's easy like sign that oh they are not farming lanes even though they should have. They are probably running at me. It's usually
But
the better.
what if like they have three
But
kill threats and every kill threat is in a lane? You know what I mean?
then it doesn't matter if they are running at you in jungle, right? Because because you will survive it. But let's say they are running at let's say they are running at you in some smart, super fast way, some smart way in your jungle. Then even if they kill you while you're trying to run away, if they haven't
They're missing
shoved the
lane
lanes,
creeps.
they're missing the creeps. That's some
Yeah,
farm gold, but they will not get that much out of it because
true.
they cannot kill the towers. Why? Because they don't have creeps near your tower.
Yeah,
And let's say the option number one, first they're gonna shove it into you, and then they're gonna search for you in the jungle.
yeah.
In that case, you should be already like finishing farming all the creeps while they are taking creeps in the lane, and you should
Oh,
go
okay.
somewhere else, you know. But if you still don't manage to do it in time, then you should leave sooner. It's easy sign. You're just gonna see, oh, this guy already shoved it into me, which means now he has free time. So I'm gonna calculate how much time I have before he can reach me, and that's the enough time I will stay there until I leave.
Okay.
And in
Well,
case,
thanks.
yeah, like that's like one of the best like tells of how to play.
Okay.
Like,
Well, thanks, dude, for helping me and everything. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. The way you explain, you're very smart with the way you think about the game. And really, thank you so much.
yeah, you're welcome. Feel free to join the Bernardi Twitch anytime.
Okay. Are you like on in the chat or something?
Yeah, sometimes I help him with like position one replays.
Do you stream?
I'm considering it. I don't have like good camera yet, but
You don't need a camera. You
yeah,
can just like
yeah, I
speak.
know. Like, it I'm gonna stop the recording and then we're gonna talk.
Okay.